Transformers, more than meets the eye. Autobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons.
Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us and welcome to another edition of Transformer Facts Friday. This is your second weekly update on this channel that brings together all of the news that I've managed to find on the Transformers websites, forums and indeed social media. And at the moment there's just so much going on. There's loads I've got to go through with you today again already, even though I only had an update 2 days ago, including yet more lists of more figures that we're expecting next year. We've got some images from the new KFC figures, and I'm going to start right back with something that is pretty big, to be honest. And in fact, it's so big that I had to do a bonus video on it yesterday. And of course, that was the coloured renditions of Victory Saber. So we've all seen this picture anyway, and I totally think it just makes it look absolutely stunning. But what they've gone and done by complete accident, obviously I presume, we've got some more colour images of this particular figure, but there you can see quite clearly on the back we have a shield. Now this hasn't been mentioned at all. Loads of people have guessed that it's going to be the tier 3 unlock, because there's the large gun for tier 1, the stand of course is tier 2, and it now looks like this shield is going to be tier 3, even though it's not been mentioned at all. They've obviously got it wrong completely, and some of the images have the shield on already, so it looks like they've gone and spoiled their own reveal there with that. But again, I think it looks stunning. The numbers are really starting to creep up now, so I think it's definitely going to hit at least the first back in. And exactly like I said yesterday, they needed to put them colours on it from the very beginning, because ever since then it's just, yeah, it looks a million times better. Not even like a little bit better, just so much better. Moving on to things in the UK, and don't normally get to say this, but there's actually been some Kingdom Wave 4 figures spotted in the Entertainer in some UK stores. So again, this has been reported on some of the website forums already. So the Entertainer's a little shop. It's not as big as Smith's. It sells all range of toys. There's one in our town centre, so I'm going to try and venture there this Saturday and see if there's one there as well. It doesn't say anything about the rest of them. It doesn't say anything about Waspinator. It just says that Shadow Panther has been spotted. So that is brilliant news. Moving on to third party then. So we've got KFC, and this is their take on the Horicon. So we've got Apeface and Snapdragon, and they're calling Apeface Kingorilla and they're calling Snapdragon Kingzilla, and I'm already getting these two completely mixed up and my tongue in a right twist. But there's some images of the pair of them looking stunning. Moving on to Kingzilla, which is of course Snapdragon. So we've got the robot mode, front and back. They're keeping the true homage and having it as a triple changer as well. So you've got the beast mode there, or the dragon obviously, front and back, and then of course we've got the amazing looking jet. I think this looks really good. The translucent green windows look fantastic. Great picture there. And then moving on after this one to Kingorilla, who is Apeface. And again, if you want to see any of these in much better quality, just head to their websites. They're all over it. This is taken from TFW 2005. More pictures of Kingorilla here. I love the homage to the G1 head there. That looks very, very similar to the original Apeface's headmaster, with the huge backpack on him. There's the backpack there. And then, of course, we've got the jet mode. Brilliant. Looking stunning. So anybody out there who collects your third parties, they look really, really good. Also, while we're talking about things that people collect, if you collect your comics, on Cybertroncom, they've got a huge, I suppose, re-inventory. They've filled everything up, all of them, the Beast Wars, the Shattered Glass. They've got a huge restock going on, loads of them there and there. I'm not going to go through them all individually, but for those of you who like your comics, or for those of you who might be missing a few, Cybertron.com looks like the place that you need to be going to be looking at that. Right, so this is where it gets interesting, and it does say here, of course, to take this with a grain of salt, but there's just too many leaks at the moment. So these are other toy lines that we're expecting next year. Now the Shattered Glass is looking really good. It's looking like it's obviously going mainstream ever since they've done the Hasbro Pulse things. And what we've got here is they're going to be Generation Selects, we think, by the looks of it. So it's been listed as Transformers Generations SG, and we've got Wheeljack, so it'll be SG, of course, the Shattered Glass, Voyager class, so it'll be deluxe wheeljack, Voyager class Soundwave, Voyager class Blaster, and a Leader class Ultra Magnus. So wow, if that comes true, that will be something incredible. So, and I don't see why not, to be fair. They've done the Hasbro Pulse ones, they did the Optimus and Ratchet as part of the other generation selects, obviously with Earthrise, I think it was definitely part of some form of the Transformers War for Cybertron trilogy. Another toy line they're also going to be doing, so this is the red toy line, the RED, and it's saying that this list below is going to be remaining a Walmart exclusive. So they're going to be doing Galvatron and Shockwave, a redeco of Megatron and a redeco of Optimus Prime. Wave 2 is going to be Optimus Prime, Megatron, basically all of them again. But then waves 3 and 4, we've got Thundercracker, Nemesis Prime, Dark Energon, Megatron, Cliff Jumper, and again Thundercracker is going to be appearing in that list. Again, you can see I've just taken this straight, I've just screen grabbed, not even screen grabbed, I've took a screenshot from Cybertroncom. Beast Wars figures, so at the moment obviously they're re-releasing the vintage Beast Wars figures, so they're going to be doing Pterosaur, Tarantulas, Cybershark, and K9. There you go, it's talking about all them as well. And I'm sort of saving the best till last, in honesty, because this sounds brilliant. So I'm going to read this. So apologies, I'm going to read it, but basically they've been sent a list of upcoming toys for 2022 and we're breaking them down per line. So this is going to be what's known as a new Velocitron line from Walmart, which is going to be made up of redecos mainly. But it's basically looks like it's going to be similar to the Netflix line. So you know the Netflix War for Cybertron exclusives that were slight redecos but in the different packaging and had all the, I suppose, little bonus extra things. And it says these are characters from various toy lines and continuities, and it's unknown which molds they will use, although Clampdown should be from the Sideswipe mold. Of course, they've got to keep using that mold. And yeah, here you go. I'm going to read them out for you. In fact, I'm going to show you. So this is the Velocitron toy line. Can I get the glare off? Yes, I can. And it's looking like, as I say, exclusives like War for Cybertron ones. So like the Netflix. So we've got Burnout, Road Rocket, Blur, Clampdown, Cosmos. So they're all deluxe. Voyager, Override, Road and Road Hauler. Wow. Then we've got Leader Black Convoy. Walgreens have got Legacy Minerva. Deluxe Minervas, by the way. And then Target look like they've got deluxe red cards and an MPM blackout. There's just loads going on. If these are they're just going to be brilliant. You can just tell they are. So this is the list for them. I don't know what they're going to be doing. There must be, I mean, we've just got to wait for PulseCon, haven't we, in October? Because again, there's too much. Hopefully they're going to cover at least some of these, or at least give us some ideas or pictures of what exactly they're going to be bringing out, because there's so much now. The lists are huge. Moving on to something else very quickly. For those of people who missed out on MP32 originally, Optimus Primal is getting a re-release or a reissue, shall we say. So if you want to get your MP32s, you can start to reorder that. He's back available. And then the final thing that I've got to show you is this particular image that has been dropped as part of the new movie. And you can see it's a bit of a mashup of the Autobot and the Maximal or logo, and the spiel from it, this is from tformers.com, is saying that Transformers Rise of the Beast director Stephen Capel Jr. has shared a new image on Instagram that is clearly an alliance kind of thing, with merging the original Autobot with the Beast Wars Maximal faction symbol, and then he's put a comment underneath it saying we're coming. So hopefully this means we'll be learning more about how these two groups will align in a big way soon. And that's again all the spiel off there. There is the logo in question. And that has brought this to an end. So again, incredibly good and exciting time. So let's, again, fingers crossed, we'll hopefully have some more stuff to bring for you. Well, we'll definitely have some more stuff to bring for you next Wednesday and Friday. Let me know in your comments what you think about this extra range of toys that we look like we're going to be getting. Shatterglass I'm really excited for. The Velocitron ones I'm excited for. Beast Wars I'm slowly getting into, but you never know. Again, it's just a great time. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.
Thanks for watching. Like and comment. And don't forget to subscribe.